Man, I look a mess. I was diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer. I was 35 weeks pregnant. Which is not really something you expect. I found a lump before Christmas, got it checked out, and mostly from the doctors it was a case of, it's just a lump. I'm pregnant, so you develop lumps and bumps anyway. But in January I got an ultrasound and then a biopsy done, just to be sure. So a week later, which was 3 weeks ago, I don't even know what day it is right now, I went back for my results and I was told it's not just a lump, it is breast cancer. And I still remember time slowed down. Whew. Pregnancy hormones are not good to have when you're dealing with this. Time slowed down and I thought, there's a couple of ways you can deal with this. The first words that come out your mouth next is how you're going to deal with this. So I said, okay. How do we get rid of it? I refused to look at my husband because I would have broke. I can't. I have to stay positive. Hello, cat. So we got talking of possible things that could happen. The first concern of mine obviously was, what about my baby? So I was told, well, you might need to have your baby next week. I had 4 weeks left, which was, not something we were planning on. But I had an appointment with the obstetrician and we got a date sorted for induction, and it went so fast, so fast. I thought I was being such a pansy. After the second tablet, my contractions came so fast. I thought, women are in labour for so long, why am I feeling all this pain now? Like, am I such a wuss? But no, I think I went from a 0 to a 10 dilation in about an hour and a half. And they just about got me to the labour ward 7 contractions later and my baby was born. I will never forget that day. My baby was nearly born in a bath. Ugh. Or in a lift. And then I get a cold whilst I'm in hospital, but it's all good. I laugh now because it's funny. The baby is fine. He is jaundice, or has jaundice. His levels were rising. They have to, I think, get to a level 50, and he was about 25. So his levels were climbing, but yesterday or the day before he had another test and they seem to have peaked and now they're going down. So he's still a little bit of a tango baby, but he's healthy, he's loud, he's sleeping just now, thankfully. But he's healthy, and that's good. That's one major positive in my life right now. Shh, stop hormones. No crying. But I wanted to share this journey in case I meet someone along the way. Stop it. That's going through the same thing or similar. I'm coping by laughing. I am. I'm trying to go through this with positivity. I'm gonna beat it. I am. But it's okay, there might be tears now. It's when I hold him and I look at him and I don't want it to stop, and I don't want to miss anything. That's when it hits. I have been so confident up until now, but it's when I hold my baby but this is life, and this is what I'm going through, and if I can help someone else in the process, then that's a good thing. Right now I need people around me to be positive as well, because I don't want sadness or fear. This isn't a death sentence, not anymore. There's so much that can be done to treat this, breast cancer especially. It's just, we've been on a bit of a bad luck roll lately. So I'm just waiting for the next bad news. So anyway, I'm starting this now because I went to the hospital again today. I saw the breast nurse and my, I forget the name of her, the woman who's in charge of basically everything. And the lump is about 4 centimetres, so right now it's too big to do a lumpectomy. So I have options. I can go for chemo. That will possibly, this isn't guaranteed, but possibly shrink the lump, and then we can do a lumpectomy. Otherwise they'll have to do a mastectomy, which is to take the whole thing off. Or I go for surgery first, get the whole thing off, and then do chemo. I forget the third option. My brain. But we're gonna go for, I think we're gonna go for chemo first to try and shrink it and possibly eliminate it. I'd rather do that and then have surgery, but I wouldn't be able to have reconstruction surgery because it would be too intense to deal with being a first-time mum, dealing with a newborn and having to do all that at the same time. So if I needed the reconstruction, it would be next year. I would just be boob flat. You can get around that. You can roll socks up or something. But brain. Hello. My cat can't go out because he's been in a fight and he needs surgery tomorrow. Sorry. That was another bit of bad news. That's the one that my husband came home and told me. and I couldn't stop laughing. The cat's fine. He's fine. He just needs a stitch under his armpit. But you know when you start to receive that much bad news? The roof fell off my house right now. Oh, I gotta stop. I think I'm going crazy. So I had another biopsy done on my lymph nodes, because there's one area that is a potential problem. We don't think it is, but it looks something we need to investigate. So I had another biopsy done, which wasn't as sore as the first biopsy, and I had 2 tracker tags placed in, one for the main cancer and one into the lymph node, just to be sure for the future mammograms. And that's it. We were given the choice, or I guess we have a few days to make the choice of whether I go for chemo first or surgery first. But I think we're going to do chemo. The main reason being, I want my son to go to nursery at some point. And when he goes to nursery, he's going to pick up lots of bugs and he's going to bring those bugs back home. So if I start chemo now, by the time he is nursery age, I should, fingers crossed, be done. He can bring all the germs home he wants to. But that's our choice just now. If there's a chance that they can shrink it and not do a mastectomy and just do a lumpectomy, then that's brilliant. If not, then we'll deal with that when it comes. So that's been my day. I kind of broke down again on the couch. I was feeding him. Stop crying. And the amount of love you can feel for someone. He tears down my big strong barriers. But that's my story so far. Shouldn't do this when I've just been crying. Be strong. If I can even meet people along the way for inspiration or advice or anything that I'm going through can help anybody else, then brilliant. What? You can't go out. You've got surgery tomorrow. Hello. Yes, you can't go out. Come here. Hello. Come here. Come here, little one. Oh, dear me. Can't really pick him up very well. Hi. You can't go out, mister. You can shout and howl all you want. Eh? He's fine. Right, I'll end this here.